when I illustrate, I use family. You know, I use my experiences, and I use the things that are close to me, and take them from a personal to a universal point of view. Reading, illustrating, writing books is definitely a group experience, and you definitely have to be aware of what you put out into the world. Writing, the similarities between writing and actually creating the artwork are that, you know, there's just certain steps you have to follow. You know, you come in with the idea. You know, what is your idea? What is it that you really want to get across? Then you think about the situation. You know, a lot of times, well, a lot of people say, you know, start with what you know, start with familiar things. Family is always an important, you know, starting place. The characters in your family are the people that you know and are most familiar with, and probably show up in your stories a lot. And if not your family, your best friends, you know, who you spend a lot of time with. Okay, this is In Daddy's Arms, I'm Tall, the first book that I have illustrated, and I also had to write a poem in the book, and I'm trying to find it right now. It's called Seeds. Seeds, you drew pictures of life with your words. I listened and ate these words you said to grow up strong. Like the trees I grew, branches, leaves, flowers, and then the fruit. I became the words that I ate in you. For better or worse, the apple does not fall far from the tree. Seeds is about life. Just thinking about, you know, becoming my own person. You know, carrying the attributes of my father, my parents. Seeing his struggles, seeing his triumphs. Realizing and knowing how the struggles and the triumphs affected me, you know, and also realizing what I've internalized and what I haven't internalized, and what mechanisms in my own life I've developed or adapted because of, you know, all of those different experiences, and becoming me and owning who I am, as well as owning, you know, who my father was, who my mother was. The Jones Family Express is my first published story. My grandmother had a triple bypass operation, and a friend of mine who traveled, what she did was plan events. She was an event planner, and she, you know, would go different places, and I was, you know, just telling her about my grandmother. And my friend loved to write postcards, so she started writing my grandmother postcards every place that she went, and it made my grandmother feel really great. And you know, of course, you know, you do one book, so you have to do another book. And I figured, you know, why not start writing? Writing is like collage. You take elements from, you know, one story. And so kind of combining the travel with my friends sending my grandmother postcards, and, you know, aspects of my family, and just putting it all together into a package of something that a child would be interested in reading. And so that's basically how the Jones Family Express came about. I want people to have fun, you know. I want people to celebrate how they look, who they are, and not put everything in a box. The world is a bunch of different shades of gray, and I don't think there's any white and any black, but there's everything in between. And we need to understand that, and we need to feel comfortable with that. I definitely want kids to take away some sort of connection with my books. I want the books to connect with them in some sort of way. And the interesting thing about art is that everybody takes away something different, and there's no way to control exactly what they're going to take away because everybody's journey is different.